You're listening to Truly Unruly with Marcus and Jessica Trufant. Truly Unruly, we're back. Marcus Trufant, Jessica Trufant. My name is Kel. Trufant, what's good? How you guys doing?
What up? What up? What up?
Hey, Kel. Pretty good. How are you?
Good, good. We took like a week off, so we missed some things. But I wanted to say happy belated 14th anniversary to you guys.
Oh, yeah. That did happen last week.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Much
Thank
appreciated.
you.
Yeah, we almost forgot.
Yeah,
Kinda. We were very busy,
that
but
is unlike me.
but we still
and Marcus remembered.
halfway celebrated, or not really, but we acknowledged.
We didn't celebrate
We didn't
shit.
celebrate. We acknowledged. So
We were at competitions and shit. We don't have time to celebrate shit. It's just
14 strong.
and
though.
14 years.
Yeah.
Who? Well, I mean,
we care.
we care, but who gives a fuck? 15. Sorry. 15 years, we'll be like, yeah.
Do you guys at 15 years, are you guys going to renew your wedding vows?
No,
Nah, we did it at 10.
we did it at 10.
We renewed.
So will you do it at
10.
25?
Yeah.
30.
Isn't it go you do 10,
No.
25, and 50, right?
I don't know. Is that the
Somebody
rule?
might not be there
10,
for 50.
25, 30. Might not be here like in the grave. Damn.
Shit.
Got real morbid. That's scandal, but
Or mentally.
it could be true. Or physically.
Or physically.
Yeah.
You never know.
Well, Marcus, I did see on Instagram that you had put together a delicious spread for you guys' anniversary dinner. My man, really, I saw you had the one finger
The one finger top ramen.
top ramen
Stir
with the dino
one
nugget.
Man.
There is an art to it.
There's
a
an art
science
to his top
it.
ramen. That shit was made with like love. You can definitely
14 years
taste
of
it.
love.
14 years of love. You can taste that shit. It's seasoned to perfection. I used to over season my shit and put a bunch of stupid shit in there.
Yeah,
Don't you only use salt and pepper?
Nah. I mean, I can't put it out.
Oh,
exactly
sorry.
What I use.
Sorry.
I
Don't give
want
up your
nobody
secret.
stealing
My bad. Do not give up your
shit,
secret.
so, yeah.
But it's delicate and so
That's not what she
really
said.
good. Okay.
But
Right. And combine it with dino nuggets with hot sauce, ketchup, and honey mixed together.
magic.
Actually, I need some of that
Oh.
tonight for dinner.
No, I'm off the clock, though. I'm not making any top ramen later. But yes, Kel, I did do that. It was at your request, I think, or did I offer? I can't remember what it was, but
I was tired and I was like, I don't know. I want top ramen.
Yeah, and I was like, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. So yeah, Kel, I did my thing. But that's really as far as I go. I should be better. But
I would have preferred a home cooked steak.
in due
dinner.
time, I still got time to work on my craft. So hey.
Do you put an egg in your top ramen?
I didn't that night, but I have. I did it for mine because we did, and what people don't know from the social media post, that we doubled up the next night, I think, right? On the top ramen?
Maybe, or did
Yeah.
it the night before and
Right.
on our
So I
anniversary.
did put an egg in it the next night. I needed a little protein.
But a scrambled egg, I would probably put like an over medium egg
I don't
in
do
mine.
the yolk. Yeah, no, I don't.
Because
get
I
down
like
with that.
the yolk.
Not my thing. But yeah, it was delicious though.
Well, today I wanted to talk and recap these wonderful 14 years that you guys have spent together in holy matrimony. You guys ready for this?
We think so. Yeah, we are ready to recap 14 years.
Of holy matrimony. Okay.
All right. Well, who wants to go first for this first question?
I'll go. It
All
don't
right.
matter. Listen, I'm here for it.
All right. So Jess, no, I'm kidding. Marcus, what would you say were the top 3 moments of this last year of you guys' marriage, in your opinion?
What?
The top 3 moments of this last
Who
year.
has a top 3 fucking moment?
Well, maybe if you enjoyed your marriage, then you might have a top 3. So, and I feel like you are, as well as I know you guys. So I think you should have 3.
Okay, let's see what you say. Because I'm like,
Yeah, I'll be reaching.
See,
pulling some stuff out of the sky. But I think over this last year, I think everybody on the planet, right, dealing with COVID and everything that comes with that, I think that our support of each other
we're still married.
has grown, right? From dealing with the COVID, from being sick together, being trapped in the room together, from quarantining together, from the kids. We have a different type of understanding for each other's pain and anguish and mental pain and anguish as well. So going through the bad to get to the most goodest part, you know what I'm saying, to get through those tough times. I think it brought us to another level because just like Jess said, a lot of couples went opposite of that during COVID. You learned that you may not really like your spouse because you've been trapped together for so long. But I think for us, it was the opposite, that we grew stronger. So that's one. And I did pull that out the sky, but I tied it together smooth.
Okay.
Tied it together smooth.
Just pick one, Marcus. You don't got to pick three. Just pick
all right,
one.
Man, that's one. Man, that's my
good.
one. That we grew together as a couple this last year.
What about you, Jess? Top moment of this last year?
I would say Marcus's 40th birthday in Hawaii.
Nice.
That was so much fun. And to celebrate somebody that is so worthy of being celebrated with all of our family and friends and stuff, that was wonderful. And we had a good time too.
We did.
So yeah,
I think everybody did.
yeah,
And that's rare.
You better.
Even the kids were there and everything, and it worked out. I think it worked out for the. There was some trifling stuff going on though, as far as the other.
yeah, we talked
people
about
was
that.
there. Yeah, people
little bit
fighting over.
beach chairs and
Beach
stuff like that. It
chairs
was
and
fine.
stuff,
It was
so,
fine.
yeah.
Nobody got slapped.
So it worked out. Worked out.
All right,
Almost.
Marcus, if you bought a yacht, all right, and you wanted to name it after Jess, what would you name it?
I would name the yacht after Jess is the SS.
S though.
Shit, ain't that what they put in front of it? Sometime
I don't know. No, it doesn't
or
have
just-
SS in front of it. Like they're just names.
Yeah,
For-
the yacht. What would I say? Twerk City or Twerk Emotion or
Fuck.
let me see.
You would name the yacht after
or-
me,
yeah.
and you would name it Twerk City.
Yeah, or
That's
just your
respectable.
name. I mean, it could be Jessica, but I kind of like the twerk thing though.
Okay.
Twerk City,
Twerk City.
Yeah.
Oh, here it comes. Twerk City.
and then you be doing your thing as you
Right.
be the big pin video. I can see it now. And
Okay.
Twerk,
now, if you
twerk,
say,
and-
okay, yes, definitely, that's me.
Jess, you got a yacht. You named it after Marcus. You want to name it after Marcus. What would you name it?
Do you know what I'm gonna say?
no, I don't.
Oh, Dominique.
Dominique
What was your
Martinez.
no?
Who?
Your
Dom
alias.
Dom Simmons was my alias at one
Your
point.
alias was not Don's. It was Dominique. Dominique Simmons.
Yeah.
I would probably name the yacht that because we used that for a long time. You're talking about Twerk City.
Right.
Fuck, I'm talking about your alias. I don't know what am I going to name the what? BBS.
Fair. What does that
It's called
stand
the
for?
Chocolate
I'm not going to
Express.
say it.
It's Chocolate
The Chocolate
City.
Express, the Darkness Express.
We will not.
Brother Darkness.
We will not dark shame,
It's not dark shaming.
color shame.
No, it's not color shaming. That's the on the water. That's all.
Yeah. So it would be one of those.
Okay.
I think it's pretty funny because only we would know
Right.
why I named it that.
So that's fair.
Okay. In your opinion, Marcus, what was your most embarrassing moment as a couple?
Wait.
Most embarrassing moment as a couple. Has
Why,
there been several?
Kel?
I feel like maybe there's been several, but we're tough enough to weather the storm. Speaking of 10-year anniversary, Jamaica, there were shenanigans. Alcohol is involved, of course, but I probably would have did the same thing if I was sober.
Absolutely not.
I was
What?
a little excited. We were at the pool. I was in the pool with the kids, right?
Yes,
Jess
the
and a
kids.
friend.
The kids were witness to this
Jess
as well.
and a friend were at kind of like the pool bar or whatever. There was a gentleman, and I think his son or somebody was with him. And I didn't like how fun it looked up there at the pool bar, right? I'm down there with the kids.
This
and
guy is having a strictly
Jess and her
friendly
friend
conversation.
and this dude are having too much fun, in my opinion, right? So I go up there and I address the gentleman and his son, which was probably 9 or 10 years old, right? So
he went fucking psycho.
So-
and everybody's like, "Whoa,
but
calm down."
fast forward, that's embarrassing. But to take it a step further, that same day,
Woo!
there was a dinner on the beach, and I hear beach dinner, so I come out.
No, you got mad at me initially. I can't remember. I think over the whole
Right.
altercation that he had.
Let me finish the story my way, and then you
Because
can
you're
clean it
not
up
even
afterwards.
okay, you're not telling it right.
And then we go back to the room. I'm mad at Jess, et cetera, because of what I think transpired.
Right.
And then there's a dinner, like family dinner,
Right.
beach dinner.
And our my mom.
But I hear beach, so
My mom had taken all of the kids
Right.
and some of the other adults that were there had gone to this dinner, and there's like 100 people on the beach at tables in the sand dressed up for dinner. And you're talking about you hear beach. This is why you don't know what happened.
right, I hear beach, and I was a little bit under the influence. That's okay. It was a vacation.
That's not
It's Jamaica, and okay.
That's not it.
Go ahead. And you finish my story for me, please, and then
Well,
go ahead.
Marcus,
Go ahead. Just go.
You
now.
were fucked. You don't
Okay.
even really remember what you did.
okay.
So you had forgotten to give the kids something like that. And I was like, you know what? You are too fucked up. I'm going to bring the kids whatever it was that they needed. So I leave the room and I start heading towards the beach in the sand. And I turn around and he is behind me, no shirt, pants undone, upset that I left the room just drunk in front of the kid, no shirt, Kel, pants undone.
And everybody's dressed up.
And he's like, and I'm like, oh my God. We gotta get back to the room. We gotta get back to the room. So that is how it went. You did not hear no fucking beach. You were just drunk.
I did hear beach. I heard beach dinner. I'm thinking shirts off, shorts. It's okay.
And pants undone, drunk, and like angry. That's what you heard when I said beach dinner?
I'm just talking about attire.
We weren't even attending the beach dinner. That's the thing.
I'm talking about attire, not my temperament and everything else. But needless to say, that now that I look back on it, that might have been embarrassing for one of us. Not me, but
I almost died.
us as a couple.
When I turned around, I
been a little bit
could not
embarrassing.
believe it.
I was okay.
I'm
though.
like, oh shit.
It's hard to embarrass me. So
Well, I was fucking embarrassed.
Wait, so your pants were undone?
Undone.
Did you come out the bathroom or something?
No, he was
was taking a
just
nap.
drunk and he was in the bed.
Yeah, I was taking a
And
little nap.
I was like, I'm about to go bring, I think it was a sweater. And that's what I went to go bring our kids because my mom had sent me a message saying a kid needed a sweater. And I turn around and it was like seeing a ghost.
a little crack might have been showing. A
freaked.
little crack might have been showing. A
Your
smidget.
underwear was I was freaked the fuck out. I'm like, oh my God. And it's out of character for him as well. So I was really like, oh shit.
Hey, man, I don't play those type of games.
And he was just like out there. There's 100 people dressed up, sitting down. This dude has on no shirt, pants unbuttoned, underwear showing.
Yeah.
Angry and drunk.
I don't want to keep harping on the pants being undone, but I just need to know this. Was his dick root showing?
It was pretty close.
Okay.
It was pretty close because they were hanging off of him as well.
I've never heard that.
And I literally had to turn him around like a child and walk him back to the room. I'm like, this is not gonna.
That's true.
You can.
But I'll
You were like, he was stumbling. Yes.
Were you blacked out? Was he blacked out?
Not at that point.
You know, Kel, he really, when he talks about it's somebody's birthday and he parties like it is his birthday.
I do that, yeah.
That's what he did. Like within the first couple of nights, he gets, and once again, this is uncharacteristic of the Marcus, the older Marcus, the younger Marcus. Okay. He got so messed up that we had to be at our dinner. Now, mind you, there's 25 people with us. We had to be at a dinner and then we were going to go out and we went to take a nap. I wake up, I start getting ready. This is our 10-year anniversary trip. I'm like, Marcus, wake up. And he's like, no, I'm not. And I'm like, Marcus, wake up. He's like, I ain't getting up. So I'm like, okay. So I get dressed and I keep going. Marcus, I'm going to leave. Marcus, I'm going to leave. The kids were doing a talent show that the hotel was having, and I left. He would not get up.
No proof.
So we do the talent show.
Prove it.
We eat dinner. Oh, and then I sent his brother flew into town to surprise everybody. You were not there for that, were you?
I was. See, this is what happens. You're like,
Okay, wait. Okay.
piling on now.
No,
Stuff
well,
that
it was
didn't
just it was a
happen.
whole pile of fuckery, right? That
Very
trip.
true, but
Okay, so
minor details turn into
then
major.
after that, I sent his brother and Omar to knock on the door to try and get him up and out. He didn't answer the door. So anyways, the kids do the talent show. We all have dinner. The adults go out. I get back into the room around 3 a.m. and he wakes up and he's like, is it time to go? I'm like,
I was
is
serious,
it time to go? I ran down the list of all we did. I'm like, we literally had
very
a
pissed,
full,
too.
he
very
was
pissed.
very upset.
Right.
Very upset. But so it was his trip. It was definitely his.
And like I said from the
trip.
beginning, Kel, I don't know if I would change anything from what I did. Maybe some minor things.
You were
but-
upset. I bet you would change
Right.
sleeping through all of that.
Well, yeah, the kid stuff. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to get him up.
Jess, same question for you, or was that your most embarrassing
That
moment?
might be it.
Right.
That might be.
So she tells my story, and now you don't want to tell yours. That's all right, though.
What?
She
Well, I'm not.
and she told it for both
We
of us.
said as a
right?
couple.
Right.
I mean, I've had many embarrassing moments. I've embarrassed the fuck out of us several times.
Jess,
I know,
what
embarrassing.
aspect of marriage were you most pleasantly surprised by?
The faithfulness? Psych, I'm kidding.
Yikes.
Shit.
Sorry.
Damn.
The growth of Marcus and the growth of us together as a couple, because you don't really think about that when you get married. Like, oh, we about to grow together and do all this kind of stuff. And so it's a pleasant surprise. It is. Because both of us have changed and we're kind of the same person, but not really. If you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We have definitely grown together. We've matured together. And so, yes, that's
Right.
one aspect that I'm.
What about you, Marcus?
I would say, from a male perspective, guys tend to think once you're married, you're trapped and you're locked down and you can't have any fun and the whole ball and chain effect, right? And if you let that kind of be your energy, it can be that. But if you work together and work through that, marriage can be a lot of fun, right? It's not really that. You work at it, you respect the relationship and everything that comes with it. I mean, it could be done, and we have a lot of fun, and that's what I was pleasantly surprised about. You did we get married young? I would say yeah. Fairly young, 20s, mid 20s, right?
I was 25,
mid 20s. So yeah, we're still trying to find each other. That's kind of what we're about, but. Maybe in the beginning, I kind of had this ball and chain type of mentality.
We didn't even know each other like that.
Fought against it. But as we grew together, it was like, okay, this marriage thing, I got a partner in crime here that I could really have a lot of fun with, and we can take over the world, right? So, yeah, man, it's been good. Pleasantly surprised by that.
Uh-huh.
Is that not a good answer?
That was great.
Okay, thanks.
You're on a roll.
So I guess either one of you can answer this one, but who gave the other the first nickname in your relationship?
I'm a nickname guy.
So. You guys nicknamed me
and my
before
friends
we were even dating.
Yeah, we really not to sound like a jerk, but we didn't give the females that were around the crew. They really didn't go by first name, right?
None of them.
There was such and such.
There's so many nicknames.
This and that and that. So your name was what?
Do you remember?
Was it Clydesdale, a.k.a. Clyde the Glide, and all this kind of stuff. She had very strong legs, very strong, nice legs, and she would like wear these skirts that was showing and this and that. So Clydesdale. That's
so
Clydesdale.
I was Clyde the Glide.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
So yeah,
Clyde Drexler.
Exactly.
Jess, if you could have been given a key piece of advice before marrying Marcus, what would it have been?
That chewing and swallowing was going to press your buttons, but that should not make or break a marriage.
Chewing and swallowing.
Does this chewing really bother you that much?
I am a sound person, so specific sounds really bother me.
Certain pitches?
It doesn't even matter. Like, just even when my kids chew, it bothers. It's just bothersome.
And we know each other, so I did have some Fruit Loops in the closet a couple nights ago because you were kind of asleep.
Oh my God!
But I know my wife, right? It's a respect thing. So I went in the closet. I enjoyed my Fruit Loops in the closet, but I knew if I would have been out in the room that it might have been a argument, and I didn't want to smoke.
Right.
That night.
Another piece of advice is to always continually work in your marriage. Continually try to be better. Try to be better for your partner. Try to be better for each other. And that it's going to be work. It is not easy. Do not quit as soon as you are angry or just don't like something, to work. Right. To not give up.
So my man really had to stand in the walk-in and lean on the counter and eat on the dresser and eat his Fruit Loops?
I did not know, but I think it was because maybe the night before he was crunching cookies directly. Right.
Hey, the white Oreos be having me going.
I'm like, I will wake up out of my sleep and be like, really? So, yeah.
What about you, Marcus? If you could have been given a key piece of advice before marrying Jess, what would it have been?
I think the basics. Things aren't always going to go your way, and that's fine, right? There's two people in this, two different people from potentially two different worlds that see the world totally different, right? So you have to put yourself in the other person's shoes. A younger me was more focused on me and how I was feeling, what I was going through, what I needed, and not so much what my wife may need, what she's going through. It was hard for me to put myself in another person's shoes just because I hadn't had that type of relationships. I hadn't been in a bunch of deep type of relationships. So I had to grow in that. I had to get reps. I had to put up shots.
Oh God.
So I had
Sports
to
analogies,
I had to
here
get
we
the
come.
training, right? So
Your reps.
yeah, so just to know that and to be open to that.
Right.
So, hey,
Happy
Yeah.
wife, happy life is pretty much what he's saying.
I heard something
Yeah.
else too. Happy spouse, something, and it was about the guy, but I can't remember it. I saw it on social media. Forgot what it was.
Well,
It's okay.
it was forgettable.
You're right. Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Here's a housekeeping question, and let me know if I
Housekeeping.
if you know this is just about just your everyday day-to-day stuff, right? Which one of you is there either one, like, who's messier out of you two? I guess that's a better way to.
Me, of course.
Okay, like, is that like with clothes?
It's in life.
Okay. Well, shit.
It's
okay.
just I have trouble with organization, so everything is everywhere.
I see.
But now it's rubbed off on him. And he's pretty messy. So it's now a clusterfuck of messiness while we are yelling at our kids to be neat.
And then they're like, "Well, yeah, I look at you guys'
I know.
room, and then,
right,
yeah.
right. Contradictory.
But what I will say about that, if you have
Do as I say, not as I do.
a messy spouse, right? So to continuously fight and bicker over the cleaning, etc., there's comes a point where you got to throw in the towel somewhat, right? Or just do it, as far as kind of just organize my stuff and kind of put her stuff in a pile, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, it's not all the time, but I mean, if I get
Yes.
excited, I'm in the room and like, damn, okay, man, there's a little too much going on in here. I'm gonna pick up all my stuff, and I see her stuff, I'm gonna just gather it. I'm gonna put
He's
it
good
over
at
to the
that.
side, and then that's it, right? Instead of just going back and forth, you have to know where your partner is at, and you got to meet them halfway, and that's my halfway.
You have to
So,
know when to fold them. What is that?
know
When to
when
hold
fold
them. Yeah.
know when to-
But
Right.
because for me, when I set something like on a chair in our room, it becomes a part of the room. I don't even see it anymore. It's like it's not even there. So he sends me friendly reminders when he's like, get your shit off that chair. It's been there for 2 months. Yeah, those kinds of things. So I'm definitely, but I always like to say I am messy, but I am not dirty.
Yeah,
There
that's
is
a
a
big
difference.
difference. Big difference. Would you guys say
Huge
that your type of messy is more like a controlled chaos?
Organized chaos. That's me. Yeah, I
Not
know where
me.
everything is at. I know where every piece of clothing is. It may be scattered, but I know where it's at, and I don't like people to touch it. Right? I don't like
He does
people to
not
touch
like people
and move
touching
my
his
stuff.
stuff.
I hide stuff. I move stuff because I don't want nobody touching it and things being out of place. Like right now, I can't find my water bottle. I don't know what.
Oh my
happened to
God.
it. My
You know
hydro
what?
flask has been
That
moved
is one thing that you
again.
are having a very hard time
So,
keeping track with.
I
a
was
lime
talking
green.
about my hydro flask and what I was doing, and I was rudely interrupted, but I can't find it right now. So I'm currently looking for that. I'm gonna check the kids' room. I'm gonna check my car one more time.
I'm gonna throw
but
that shit away.
I think
Save
it
you from
might
the-
be in the dishwasher or something, but people keep moving it for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Hey, Marcus, you're like, I guess, disdain for people touching your shit. Does that come from like having younger brothers and growing, like when you were a kid and like you tried to, your brothers want to get into your stuff? Because I had the same kind of issue with like my younger brother, like always wanting, and his friends wanting to come in my room and look at my shoes and play with my shit, and I'd be like,
Right.
yo, and I couldn't find shit.
I think it's more of growing up being the eldest brother, mom and dad kind of moving my stuff when I was younger. That's
I
why I
was
don't
gonna
like
say, I could guess.
I don't like nobody to touch or wash my clothes. People
His
would get
laundry.
would say like, your wife doesn't do your laundry? No, I like to do my own laundry. My mom at one point was washing and drying all my black clothes. They would fade and this and that. So I'm like, okay, mom, I got it. I'm gonna take care of it. My mom would wash and dry my clothes, things would fade and not be to my liking. So I took charge of it and I wanted to do it on my own. So that's where that comes from. Not so much my brothers, but my parents.
Right. He has organized chaos and I just have chaos. I don't know where anything's at. I don't remember where I put things. It is bad.
So Jess, what is the most recent thing you've learned about Marcus after 14 years that bothers you besides fucking chewing?
About him that bothers me?
Nothing. And you love everything about me. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I'll say it for you. So that's cool.
I have learned that what bothers me is when he wears the white socks with the yellow toe. That is something that really upsets me. It's just really, there's just an element of dirt. I don't know. There's just something about it that just bothers me. And I've noticed that he has been wearing them more and more. I don't know if he's doing it on purpose or what, but.
Yeah, I was just saying the gold toe is like a delicacy.
The gold toe. What the fuck is that even? Like, what the I can't.
Amazon now, but JCPenney is where I used to get those. Shout out to the JCPenney's that aren't
Pennies? You want to go get them from Pennies?
Yeah. From the gold toe.
Nice.
I do the black and the white though.
To go hunt for those
Right.
ugly ass socks is that's disgraceful.
it's a part of my style. I do the socks, and you got the half calves or whatever that come up to the calf, but I do like a little bit longer because I like the sweats with the sock.
That's
look,
annoying too.
on the outside and kind of what you call it, West Coast ish, kind of Nipsey ish type of look. And you know what I'm saying? So I do that, and I know you don't like it, but I'm not sure if
You don't care. You
if
still
I'm
wear those
bothered.
gold toe socks. It's fine.
Yeah, I
It's fine.
continue to
It's fine.
do it. Yeah.
Whatever.
Marcus, what is something recently that you've learned about Jess after 14 years that bothers you?
Nothing.
What bothers me about Jess after
Probably when she complains about, church fans. That drove you a little crazy.
I've been complaining about that.
That really
That's not
bothered
new.
me. That bothered me, but
That's nothing new.
the way I roll and how I get down, Kel, it's like it's competition, right? So things I don't like, it's like how can I maneuver around these things and matrix around these things so it doesn't get me out of character, right? And we're different people, so I'm more of a deal with it and get through it. Jess is more, okay, I'm gonna voice my opinion and I don't like this and I want things to change, right? So we're just different on that plane.
You can't be that close to Jesus. You have to
We're
not.
different on that spectrum of communication or what would I call it? Expression, right?
Oh God. Oh,
But
you've ruined this episode.
she complains a little bit, but
I've always been complaining. That's nothing new.
sometimes that doesn't make it right or wrong. But sometimes I wish I was more like that. But my character, like I said, I'm going to get through the mud and kind of get through it and just deal with it, man. Sometimes.
But Marcus, there's nothing at all that she may do or say, some little shit that just irks you, that you just, and maybe in the back of your head.
I thought it was something new.
You're like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, no, something new. Man, well, it's all under the same umbrella of complaining about something that nothing's ever good enough and do this or do that. I didn't like this. Why didn't you do that? Right. But like I said, over time, not an element of tuning out.
Yes.
But an element of not
Yes.
so much letting it seep in.
No, he tunes me out. He legit tunes
I
me
hear
out.
her. I hear you. I understand, but I can't let it penetrate.
It's like I'm talking to.
Not true. No. I hear you, sister. I hear you, but I mean, I'm not going to let you get me
So
off
basically,
my-
what he said was, I am perfect. And
Yeah, she is.
I'm perfect.
She is perfectly right for me. So,
Hey,
Yeah. Well, what I took away from that is you complain, and when you complain, I hear you, but I'm not listening to you. That's what I walked away with.
sometimes if I can't, if I can't influence or affect it, of course I want my wife to be happy, but sometimes it's less like, all right, I hear you, I'm gonna let you vent, I'm gonna let you do your thing, and then I'm gonna tell you, okay, this is my perspective on it, this is how I see it, and that's it, right?
yep,
you guys never just cuss each other out in your head.
Oh yeah.
all the time.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha.
But as long as we don't say it out loud.
I was going to say, but sometimes mine comes out
Right.
into actual words.
It takes a lot to push me, and I've said this on numerous times. I don't like to allow myself to get to where I can't control what I want to say, or I can't control my actions because I don't like to be that guy. It's uncomfortable for me. It's not good, and I just don't like it, right? So
Yeah.
I don't know if that's being controlling of myself, if I need to control everything that's going on around me, but I don't like to go there, right? So I try hard not to get there or not to let people bring me to that space.
Right. But I brought him there before.
Yeah. And it wasn't good.
And then it's shocking
yeah, it wasn't
when
good.
he claps back and
Saying it wasn't good. So
I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, because it sounds like what happens is so we can come full circle here. He turns into the man on the beach in Jamaica with the dick root showing.
Shit.
times two though, if you really push me. Yeah.
It's very rare. I can probably count on one hand how many times he's got turned all the way up. But in hindsight, I mean, just thinking about it, it's kind of funny
Okay.
that he would get that upset that he'll go back and forth with me and call me the same names that I call him.
What do you mean it's funny? Elaborate.
I mean, because it's kind of like, it's so unbelievable that all you can do is laugh. It's like, oh my God, he really did just go there with me. And then it's like the audacity.
How dare he?
I would find that kind of scary though. Like that, because that's that person that you don't usually see that, and then you see that side come out, and then it's almost like, I don't know what they're capable of because I never really see this side of them.
Did he not come out with his shirt off and his pants unbuttoned, belligerent? But no, when he does that, he's not like turned up like that. It's just, he returns he returns the exchange.
I've had enough is what it is. I've had enough. I've been pushed to a limit. I've held back enough. So now it's built up stuff, right? And then it's like
It
pop. And then it just
you're really making it seem like you just
like I just what?
like you just get crazy.
No, I don't. No,
No, but anytime he spits back or like, of course, there's always a dialogue. But when I'm really upset and I'm like, yeah, and then he kind of says the exact same thing to me, I know I have gone to the point of no return.
Yeah.
What bothers you more, Jess, when he snaps back or when he just goes completely dark and quiet and just ignores you? Because I know how a lot of women are when the husband doesn't engage back, and so it's like, what the fuck? Like he doesn't care or he's written me off. Like,
They want to respond.
Right. We've talked about that many times. I will poke the bear.
yeah. Well, Tupac said it best. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Revenge is like the sweetest joy next to getting pussy. All right. Anyway, this was a good episode, though, you
I
guys.
thought so too.
Happy 14th anniversary.
Thank you.
You know, I can't wait till next year for the milestone. Are we throwing a party for the 15th? 15 year? We got to throw a party. It's a milestone. Let's throw a party.
We've had enough parties.
Yeah, pretty much.
But we can, though. And maybe we make that a big episode. Are you going to come back into town, Kel, and we going to do that?
Of
or what's
course.
up?
You nigga, I'll be on the first flight smoking. You already know.
I'm with it. Let's do it.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Marcus Trufant, Jessica Trufant. My name is Kel. Truly Unruly. Of course, you can listen to us on your favorite podcasting platforms. Of course, like, subscribe, leave a comment. If you want to catch the visual, of course, you can watch us on YouTube. Just search Marcus Trufant on YouTube or Truly Unruly. And of course, catch us every Sunday on Converge. You can follow Marcus on IG at Marcus_Trufant. You can follow Jessica at Jessica_Trufant. Follow them because they always have great content and it's really fucking funny, especially when they interrupt each other when they're working out. That shit was funny as hell. And of course, follow the page Truly Unruly _podcast on IG. I think that's it, right?
That's it.
Cool. All right, y'all. Till next time, we'll catch y'all next week. Peace and much love.